How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to our journey over here in Elm Creek. So yes, this morning, as you can see, we are over here next to a field, a cornfield in particular. So we are going to be put to task today in harvesting this, and as you can see, I had to improvise a little bit. So we've got our Chevy C60 with the car trailer, and on top of the car trailer we've got our Range Rover. So yeah, we need to head back to our farm because I need to go and pick up my own combine and return to the field and start harvesting, and then we are going to be offloading the corn into our grain truck over here and taking this over to the diner across the road from our farm. So yeah, that is one of the contracts we need to take care of today. So yeah, we're gonna hop into our old Land Rover Range Rover here and head back to the farm with this thing, and then yeah, it's gonna be a painstakingly slow drive with our combine all the way back here. So yeah, it's gonna probably take us a hot minute to get here in the first place, and then we still need to do all of the work and take care of everything. So yeah, quite a bit of a busy day for us. We've also got another contract to go and sow some spinach for another farmer. So yeah, that is another thing we also need to take care of today. So quite a bit of a busy day ahead. So as for our silage, that is still busy fermenting, so it's not ready yet. But alright, let's hit the road, and I'll see you guys back at the farm when we are ready to jump into our combine harvester and head over to the field. Alrighty, so we are back at the farm, guys, and we are just going to go ahead and try and see if we can park the Range Rover over here. Yeah, let's just get it into its old spot over here. We are going to be using this again later on when we go and, you know, bring everything back from the field. Alright, so yeah, this old Range Rover of ours is still doing pretty well, guys. It runs great. It actually handles like a true champ, and I think we are going to be able to even tow with this Range Rover if we want to do that. But yeah, I think this morning the Chevy C60 was going to be a little bit too heavy to do it the other way around. So that's why I decided to do it like that. So yeah, as you can see, we've already got the combine ready to go. The corn header is hooked up. So I just put the normal grain header right over there for now. So I think, guys, in the next episode we are going to probably be able to harvest our wheat field, because it is very close to getting there. And yeah, let me also just take a little bit of time to show you guys around and what is cooking. So yeah, we've got the silo, for those of you who haven't seen it yet, ready for our wheat so that we can store the wheat in there. And our chickens over here are doing pretty well. They are going to need some food, so I'm going to try and see if I can get a bag ordered today so that we can come and feed the chickens again. So they should be fine for today. And why did you little fella get out here? Okay. Alright, well, I'm sure he'll find his way back in. Then over there is the wheat field. As you can see, it's getting there. It's very close. Underneath our carport over there, we've got a couple of things already stored here, mainly strawberries and some wool for from the sheep. So we're going to be able to go and sell this also, probably only in the next episode, depending on how busy we get today. And yeah, our sheep are doing pretty well, guys. They've got still the first grass bale that we gave them, but I've got a feeling it's not going to last as long anymore, because we've got a total of 30 sheep now. So yeah, the sheep are definitely breeding quite nicely. And so are the chickens. They are also doing pretty well, guys. So we're going to soon have a full-blown farm here with lots of animals. So my plans for the future are to maybe upgrade the farm a little bit more towards David's place over there in the distance. So there's a field next to it, which I'm quite interested in. I'm still working out a deal with the farmer, the owner of that land. And also another field we might be interested in is the one across the road from us over there, which is field number 7. We have done a couple of contracts on there as well. So yeah, eventually we'll get there, guys. And there's also the possibility of buying the cow barn, which is right across the way over there. So yeah, big plans for the future, guys. It's just going to be a matter of getting all of the money and getting ready for it. So yep, we're just going to hop into our trusty old John Deere 105 combine, and I'm going to make my way over to the field, guys. So this is probably going to take a hot minute for us to get there, so I'll put this drive in a little bit of a time lapse over there, guys, so you can just sit back, relax and enjoy, and then we'll eventually get to the field and start harvesting the corn, guys. So here we go. Alrighty, so we are over here at the cornfield, guys, and I think we are basically ready to start harvesting. So what I'll do is I will get the ram stuck back into the trailer here, and I am going to be disconnecting it because there's no, real reason why we need to tow the trailer behind this thing the whole time as we go and drop off the corn that we've harvested. So yeah, let me sort this out, and then we're going to jump back into the combine and see how things are going to work out today. So let's do this. Alrighty, I think we're just going to leave it right over there and just get our truck next to the field here again so that we can offload the combine. I've got no idea how many trips we're going to have to do with this grain truck of ours, but I guess we will figure it out and see how things work out. Alright, so I think it's time for us to fire up the old combine once again and see if we can start, doing a little bit of work today. Alright, so we'll turn it on. It's gonna probably be super noisy, so just bear with me, guys. I will put you guys in a little bit of a time lapse soon, and yeah, let's see how things are gonna work out here. Alright, let's do a little bit of a test first of all. I don't really see much from the cab, but I think we are doing the thing. Yeah, this is gonna take a hot minute, guys, so let's send the drone into the sky. So sit back, relax and enjoy.
In a small town down a dirt road where the sun caresses the sky, you'll find farmers from all walks of life, sharing dreams that never die. Whether their pockets jingle or are bare, they plow the fields they cherish. Their hands the same, their hearts in tune, with a harvest that won't perish. Rich man's grain or poor man's corn, a masterpiece in every dawn. The sun may set, but hearts remain bound together in a farmer's name. In the morning mist, they rise as one beneath the sprawling sky. With calloused hands and hopeful hearts, they watch the seasons fly. Some have fields that never end. Some patch a plot of ground. Yet when harvest time rolls around, they share the same sweet sound. Rich man's grain or poor man's corn, a masterpiece in every dawn. The sun may set, but hearts remain bound together in a farmer's name. Bound together in a farmer's name. Some have fields that never end. Some patch a plot of ground. Yet when harvest time rolls around, they share the same sweet sound.
Alrighty guys, so there we go. That is the whole field harvested. And I must say, our little John Deere combine did an amazing job in taking care of this job. So yeah, now the only thing I need to do is take the corn over here over to the diner, and then we are going to come back and just take the last bit out of the combine, and then I guess it's going to be another long and tedious drive with the harvester back to our farm once we get there, and just return with the Range Rover so that we can just take everything back to our farm again. So yeah, it's a little bit of you know, up and down, but that's just the way things are gonna have to be. Would be great if we could maybe get ourselves like a semi-truck which we could load everything up on and you know, bring it all over at once and then just take everything back at once again. But yeah, that's maybe something we can look into in the future. But yeah, I don't know if we're gonna really be doing a whole lot of contracting harvesting jobs like this, but who knows. We're not sure what the future holds for us. I must say the brakes in this thing is actually terrible. Feeling the weight pushing us quite a bit as we approach an intersection. I really need to start braking a long time ahead of the time, you know. See, for example, if people are driving in front of us like that, it's gonna cause a serious accident. So yeah, this thing is definitely not ideal. So I might be looking at upgrading this truck to something bigger that can definitely carry a little bit more grain at some point. But for now, this is what we got, and yeah, we didn't pay that much for this truck, so it's definitely going to be worthwhile keeping it around for the time being. But alright, so we need to drop off over here at the diner just across the way from our farm. I think this is probably the place. They've got a dumping pit over here. Alright, I think we have delivered here before in the past, so I think this is probably where we need to go with this. Alright. I think I'm just going to go inside quickly and confirm that we are here to drop off the corn for the farmer over there at that farm. Can't recall the guy's name now, but I'm sure they'll know what I'm talking about. So let's get this sorted, and I'll bring you guys back once this is, you know, done and dusted. Alright, and just like that, job done, guys. We've dropped off all of the corn that they needed for the, you know, contract to be completed. So it looks like we are gonna make a little bit of extra money. They already gave us $132, which is not bad. It's you know, at least a full tank of gas, which I'm not even sure if this truck has got a lot of diesel in it, but you know, it doesn't look like the fuel gauge is working, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Haven't heard the buzzer beep or anything yet, so I think we are golden. So let's get back to the farm once again so that we can load up the rest of the corn and just bring it over here as well. And hopefully the brakes are going to be a little bit better now. Should actually do a little bit of a test, like a emergency stop. So let's see. We don't have any cars behind us from what I can see. Let's slam on the brakes, and yeah, that's what she got, guys. Not the greatest. Alright, so yeah, as I said, I don't know if it's gonna be feasible for us to keep this truck, if it's gonna be so dangerous to drive. Okay, well, just gotta take it carefully and make sure we don't run into anything or anybody, you know, that'll be great. Alrighty, so we are back at the field, and I don't know how much corn we've got left in our combine, but I think it's fine. We're just gonna empty it out. Alright, let's leave the old truck here and see if we can get this pipe unfolded and the harvester fired up. Alright, hit the button for the pipe, and let's just see if we can get this into the truck. Alright, let's just go back a tiny bit. Alrighty. Yeah, don't know how much is still in the combine. It doesn't really give us an indication. You can actually see it with the drone a little bit more or less how much corn is in the combine, but yeah, I think that is all of it. Alright, now we can just turn this off again, and let's make our way over to the diner. Alright, so we are over at the diner once again, guys, and we're just going to go ahead and dump the rest of the corn and see how much they're going to pay us for it. Alrighty, so that is another $624 in our pocket, guys. Now, I know what you were thinking. We could have actually kept the corn, but I don't really think we've got a use for it at the moment. I don't think it's ideal to feed corn to our chickens. Although I don't even know if we can feed them corn. So yeah, I think it's just going to be better to play it safe and rather not give our chickens the corn and just rather sell it for a couple of bucks. Alright, so now it's going to be a long drive back to the field, guys, so that we can get into our combine harvester and drive it back to the farm. So yeah, a whole lot of stuff happening today, and this is unfortunately the only way for me to really do this. So yeah, let's get back to the field, guys, and see if we can fire up the combine and bring it back to the farm again. And then we need to head over to our next field, which is a field we need to sow with some spinach. So apparently the equipment is already on the field, so we don't need to use our own tractor or anything like that. So yeah, it's going pretty well so far for us here in Elm Creek, guys. Alright, back to the field, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to just get the Chevy C60 hooked up to the car trailer back there again. Yeah, it's a bit hard seeing behind this truck because these mirrors are, you know, can't really see much behind us. But I think we are close, we are getting there. Alright, let's just hop out and see how we did. We are still about, yeah, 2 meters away. Yeah, look at me using the South African measurements here, guys. But okay, that might be a little bit too far back. Okay, let's go forward a bit. Alright, is that good now? Yeah, might not be. Okay, maybe too far. Alright, how about now? Alright, I might be able to... Yeah, come on. Just bring it closer. Alright, I think that should work. Alright, so now that the trailer is hooked up, we are ready to bring the Range Rover over again. I think I'm just going to put this onto the field. I think right over here should be fine. Alright, and we will come and collect this once we bring our Range Rover again. And I'll also get the ramps out, and then we're going to take the combine back first. And then, yeah, it's just the way things are going to work out today. Alrighty, so let's get back into our combine here. Yeah, I think it's going to be another tedious drive, guys. So let's just bring you guys back once we are back at the farm. And we are going to have to clean this thing up again. So I'm just going to take this over to our farmyard. And then we will leave it there. And just see if we can put this job to bed today. Alright, so we finally made it back to the farm, guys. It is quite tedious driving this combine of ours all over the place. But yeah, as I said, I'm not too sure if we are going to be doing this a whole lot. But I think for today this was a nice little test run for our combine. I think we managed to figure out if this thing is at least doing what it's supposed to do. So at least we know the corn header works. So I guess we'll only find out in the next episode if our, you know, grain header also does the job. But alrighty, so there we are. That is our combine back at the farm. So at least now I can clean it up again and get it all sorted. So now we need to head back to the field to go and pick up our Chevy C60 and the trailer. And I could have also used the quad bike, but I think we're just gonna use the old Range Rover. It actually doesn't fit too badly on the trailer if we line it up properly. And this is a little bit more comfortable driving a car than driving on a quad bike all the way over there. So yeah, let's just do this. Once again, let's hit the road. This shouldn't take too long because now at least we've got a little bit more speed under our wheels. So let's go and fetch our equipment and bring it back to the farm, guys. Alright, so we are over here at the farm once again, or, well, the field for that matter. Okay, so I think we can probably leave the engine running on the Range Rover, and then we will just quickly get the ramps out and get it loaded and strapped down, and then we are ready to hit the road once again, back to our farm. So let's do this. Alright, so the ramps are out, and I think we are ready to try and pull this thing up again. Just gotta take it nice and easy. Make sure we get all 4 of the wheels on. I think we are getting there. Almost. Alright, let's see how we did. Alright, it looks good on this side. We're a little bit far over on that side. Yeah, let's just maybe pull it a little bit more forward and more to the right. Okay. Yeah, I think that should do the trick. Alright, well, I'll just have to take it nice and easy, guys. So I'm going to get this thing strapped down, and then we are going to make our way back to the farm. So let me get this sorted, and then we can be on our way. Alright, so the Range Rover is strapped down, and I think we are good to hit the road, guys. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a tedious drive. Alright, so let's do this. Let's get over there and see if we can go and tackle our next job for today. It's quite a bit of a busy day with contracting, you know, but it's that's how we make a little bit of money on the side while we wait for our silage. So yeah, hopefully in the next episode the silage would be very close to ready. So I don't know if the guys are gonna be taking it off our hands again from the biomass energy plant, but they seem to go through a whole lot of silage there. So yeah, generating the power for the town is quite a, you know, a very needy type of thing. So yeah, we are going to just probably sell it to them again. I will also check with Katie what her offer is on silage next time. So we'll see. But then we're going to have to go and drop it off. So it's nice and convenient if the energy plant takes it, because then they come and collect it, which is pretty good. Just checking in the rearview mirror as we turn, the Range Rover is still on the trailer. Well, I would hope so, because that would be a catastrophe if that thing came off. But alright, we are making good progress. The old C60 has not got any problems towing the Range Rover with the trailer at all. It's just the brakes are, as I mentioned before, not the greatest. So that's something we'll hopefully improve one day by means of replacing the vehicle. Whoa, that was a bit of a bump in the road, but okay. We are still doing okay. Hopefully. We'll only see once we get back to the farm here what's cooking back there. Alright, let's take it nice and easy into our driveway here. Yeah, the Range Rover is still on there. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit nerve-wracking doing this, guys, but it's just the way we can do it, you know, so let's just go ahead and do it that way. Alright, I think farmyard would be the best to go and sort all of this out. Although our combine is here, I should have actually done it on that side, but you know what, let's do it over here. Alright, we'll just pull up right into this little driveway we've got over here. Alrighty, so here we are, ready to offload the Range Rover from our trailer. So let's just fire it up and pull it off slowly. There we go. Alright, and that is it, guys. So now I think we are going to head straight over to our contracting job, the sowing that we need to do on field number 18, I believe. So yeah, as I mentioned before, this is going to be a spinach field that we're going to be sowing. So we're going to make our way over there and just see what kind of equipment they are supplying us with today. And hopefully it's not going to take too long, because I see our episode is getting a little bit long in terms of recording time. But you know, all in a day's work. It's sometimes a little bit more busier than other days, so we'll get it done and sort it out and figure it out. Alright, so this field, I believe it's just down the road from us. I think it's this one on the right. I don't see the equipment yet. Wait a second. Okay, I do see a tractor over there. Alright, so I think this is probably where we need to turn. Might actually be the street. Let's just see if we come down this way. Might have to go a little bit off-road here, which I think our Range Rover would be very capable of. There is a little side road here. I think we can just come over here. There we go. Alright, yeah, this will work out. Alright, and yeah, look at that. It's the very same John Deere 8400, I believe. My favorite tractor here in Elm Creek. Alright, so let's get this thing figured out. Whoa, this is quite a nice sized planter or seeder. Yeah, it's got this front like a seed box. Okay, and that transfers the seeds through this pipe over there and it goes into the seeder like that. Okay, so that is quite interesting how this thing works. And then we've got some extra seeds in case we run out. So yeah, I think there's nothing to it but to do it as Grandpa always said, guys. So let's get this thing fired up and get you guys into a little bit of drone footage. So I think let's do this. Here we go.
Six in the morning, sun's barely up. Coffee still hot in my favorite cup. Walk in the fields as the dew starts to fade, thinking about all of the rounds to be made. Hey, dust and diesel in my clothes, working this land is all that I know. From the first morning light till the stars start to show, just me and these fields and the seeds that we sow. That's how we grow. The old Massey Ferguson needs a good run. Grass fields are calling, work's never done. Baylor's been cranky since early last June, but she'll get it done by this afternoon. Got grease on my hands, dirt on my boots, in tune with the engine's familiar roots. These machines got stories, every dent shows years of experience in perfect rows. Hey, dust and diesel in my clothes, working this land is all that I know. From the first morning light till the stars start to show, just me and these fields and the seeds that we sow. Some folks don't understand what we do, but this ain't just work, it's who we are, it's true. Every season brings its own kind of grace, and I wouldn't trade this for any other place. John Deere's waiting for its evening clean. Been running smooth, keeping that paint shining green. Tomorrow we'll do this all over again. This life ain't easy, but I'm where I've been meant to be. Hey, dust and diesel in my clothes. Work in this land is all that I know. From the first morning light till the stars start to show, just me and these fields and the seeds that we sow. That's how we grow. He's got the deed right in his hand, standing on his ground, looking across the land. Sun's coming up, he's been up before. He's got his boots on, walking out the door. Those hands are ready, ready to go. Those hands are ready. Watch it grow. He's got his tools lined up in a row. He knows the work, he's learned what he should know. Rain or shine, early or late, he's got that drive, can't hardly wait. Those hands are ready, ready to go. Those hands are ready, watch and go. Somebody else, now he's building something for himself. Every sunrise brings another chance to make it real. This life he's planned, he's looking forward, not looking back, rolling up his sleeves, staying on track. Sky above him, dirt below his feet. He's finally free, and the feeling's sweet. Those hands are ready, ready to go. Those hands are ready, watch and grow. Those hands are ready, yeah, ready to go.
Alrighty, so there we are, guys. That is job finally done. So I must admit, I didn't expect this job to take as long as it did. But yeah, you can just clearly see this is quite a massive field. And we did pretty well. I think we managed to get this thing sorted out in a reasonable time. So yeah, guys, that has been quite a bit of a busy day for us. I still got a couple of things to sort out. I need to go and pick up some chicken feed and also sort out all of the equipment in our yard and just wash everything. So yeah, still a bit of a busy day ahead for me. But I think it's going to be a wrap for today's episode, guys. I really hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to give us that thumbs up if you haven't done so already. And also I had to ask, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, also consider doing that as well. I will appreciate it very much. And then guys, I will see you all in the next one. So cheerio for now.